So now we're going to look at the cone and the surface area related to that. So our example is asking us to find the lateral surface area. So it's just asking us to find LSA of a cone given that the slant height is 18 inches and the radius is 10 inches. So watch carefully what it's actually giving you in the question. So we're actually given S, which is our slant height. So we're given that as 18 inches. We don't know the height of the pyramid or the height of the cone in this case. So we don't know what that actual value is. And we know that the radius is 10 inches. So again, watch carefully whether you're given diameter or whether you're given radius. In this case, they're both in inches, so we don't have to do any extra work. It's asking us to find the lateral surface area. So if you remember lateral surface area, the generalized formula for lateral surface area of a perimeter or cone is lateral surface area is perimeter times your slant height divided by 2. So in the case of a cone, perimeter is no longer really perimeter, we call it circumference. And remember the circumference has two formulas. We can look that up in our reference sheet. It's either 2 pi r or pi times diameter. So what I'm actually going to do is instead of putting p there, I'm just going to substitute the formula for circumference in there. So I'm going to substitute in 2 pi times radius. That whole thing is my perimeter multiplied by my slant height divided by 2. Notice in this case there's a multiply by 2, a divide by 2, so those guys end up canceling out, and we're left with lateral surface area is pi r multiplied by your slant height. And you don't necessarily have to memorize or do that substitution, because if you do go to your resource sheet and you scroll to a cone, you can see that's already done for you. So it really is the same formula as a square-based pyramid, but it's doing the substitution for you. So you can choose to use that one instead for your LSA and for your TSA. This one's only asking us for this one equation, but we certainly can apply that into total surface area as well. So we actually know what these values are. They're given directly in the question, so we don't have to do any Pythagorean theorem. If we did have to find our height of our pyramid, we would have to think about Pythagorean theorem in terms of this right angle triangle, but we don't have to do that in this case. So we can plug directly into our formula in this case. So pi, our radius is 10 inches, our slant height is 18 inches, and so it ends up just being a multiplication, pi times 10 times 18, and I end up getting 565.4866, etc., and I'm going to round that to 2 decimal places, again, whatever is appropriate in the question. So approximately equal to 565.49, and this is a area, so we are in inches squared. If you want to go the next step to find your TSA, all you have to do is find your area of your circle and then add that associated to it.